Hey everyone, I am back with another video and we're here. Supriya has moved in. She is a bit upset at the moment because she just found out that her recent ex-husband Justin has passed away. I guess if we'd have known that, we probably could have just waited and then she wouldn't have had to have broken up with him, but we didn't know that was going to happen. So she's just going to head on over to the kids and just check in on them, see how they're going. You know, they're both adults now, but it's still nice to check in. There's a few urns waiting at the front door, her ex-husband being one of them, and they're two animals, which is really upsetting. The cat and the dog have also passed, so I did chuck them into her inventory. I was going to pop them up on the fire, but I did pop them into her inventory, but unfortunately for some reason they just disappeared. So if we ever get around to building a graveyard in this series, which I think we will do, they won't be in there, but I will pop them on the family tree I'm working on, so we can still have the Delgado line of the family tree represented, and we'll do it that way. So the kids are doing okay. Supriya herself, as you can see, her age bar is full and it is lighting up. So she is also coming to the end of her life. But before that, you know, we're going to try. Blake's birthday's coming up. We'll try and get, you know, a bit of a celebration going for him with everyone. We will try and get her to be happy in her last few days. Hopefully, you know, she doesn't pass away while she's still really sad, because that would be quite horrible. We'll get her to go do some gardening and make us some money. Blake has got a promotion, which is fantastic. He's now a plant nerd. So we're moving on up. We've got 2,000 in the bank, which is fantastic. And we've got a pretty good little house. It does, you know, go under a few more changes coming up in the next few episodes. Descartes is here. We're going upstairs. They're just going to have a little bit of fun. They are only teens, so woohoo isn't on the table. We can't start on the next generation just yet, but they're just gonna have some time up there. Blake's hanging out downstairs. Supriya is still, she's not doing great. She's uncomfortable from the rain. You know, a few days have passed. She's not as upset anymore. So we'll just get her and Blake to just, I guess, have some quality time before anything else sort of happens. And hopefully they can just sort of, you know, make the most of the remaining days together. Would be lovely, and before Blake ages up as well. So I know this is really risky. She's at, you know, full, the age bar is full for her, but you know, it is what it is. If she died from woohoo, who's to say? But she didn't, so we're safe. I kind of forgot that she was that far along in her final days and sort of panicked, but it was okay. We didn't lose Supriya. It's all good. We get to have a birthday party for Blake without any deaths, which is great. Well, we're just going to pop some birthday candles on that cake for him and get him to blow those out. You know, he's come a long way. I think, really looking back, he started his life without anybody. It was just himself, up on a hill, living off the land, and now he's got his second wife, his daughter, who he is really, really good friends with, and her daughter's prospective partner as well, stays around most of the time now, and everyone's fairly happy, and everyone's, you know, the house is really lovely, there's room to grow and expand. In his short life that he's been here, he's done really well for himself. And it is Harvestfest today, so we're going to have a nice big Harvestfest dinner all together. We'll just get Liana to make that up for everyone so she can get a start on that. Her boyfriend is here, so that's really lovely. He can hang out for the day as well, and we'll all just sort of celebrate together and be thankful for each other. No, that didn't just say... Oh, it did. It did just say that. Okay, well, maybe Harvestfest won't be as happy as we were hoping. Why are you dancing? Can he not see around that corner? Does he not realise what's happening? I just get up on a morning and do a little jig at the end of the bed, and then, oh no, my wife's dead. Oh, and she's stinky too. Oh, she died stinky. I'm sorry, Supriya. That was my fault. Oh, she's uncomfortable. Well, yeah, you probably would be a bit uncomfortable when, you know, that time comes. And I mean, I suppose it does make sense that you're stinky at the end. You know, things happen. But yeah, that kind of does put a dampener on Harvestfest, I guess. So we'll just pop her in with Maze, I suppose, and wait until we have somewhere to put those. I have just, obviously, there's been a bit of a shift around downstairs. We've moved the kitchen over and made a bit more of a dining space. So we'll have our turkey lunch together, and we'll try and be festive. You know, we'll try and still be thankful for the fact that Blake's still here. It's him and his daughter again. Those two have got a really good relationship, which I love. And we'll pop the leftovers in the fridge, and they can just have a really nice father and daughter time at Thanksgiving and try and make the most of what they do have, which is each other. So we've had our lunch. The gnomes are here. We tried to appease the gnomes. It didn't work, and now the gnomes are really angry. So we're just going to go kick them. Because I didn't realise that if you kick a gnome, it obviously gets rid of the gnome, but you also get little presents. Like, obviously you get rubbish, but I don't know if you guys can see, but there in the kitchen there's like a little thing on the floor, and you get, it's like a Kinder Surprise. You open a gnome, you get a present. I did not know that was a thing. I know that if you appease them, they leave seed packets everywhere throughout the entire house, and it's really annoying, and like weeks after Harvestfest has happened, you find another seed pack somewhere. But yeah, if you just kick them, you just get presents, and then you can sell them for money. So I'm not, you know, saying it's a good thing to kick gnomes, but if you're short on cash, maybe consider it. Is all I'm saying. It's not really cheating if they're just dropping presents and then you don't need them when you sell them. So Blake's trying to have a good day. I mean, he has had a good Harvestfest. He's done everything, so pretty contradictory to his mood. It will say he's had a great Harvestfest. We're going to risk repairing the TV. I think he'll be okay. His repair levels are okay, even though he hates it. Hopefully he doesn't get electrocuted. Fingers crossed, because that would be really horrible, losing both of them on the same day. Okay, no, we're good. Who's that? Who is that? Oh, that's Justin. Did he just clean our shower? I think he just cleaned. I mean, they're kind of, you know, Blake convinced Supriya to leave Justin, and I thought he was going to come in and break stuff, but instead he cleaned. I'm not upset about that. He's the first ghost we've seen too, I think. I don't think they've contacted us by the phone, but we haven't seen them. Okay, we're going to exchange promise rings. Hopefully he says, he said yes. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so they're promised to each other now. So it's very much, you know, that's essentially the proposal. The next one will just be to make it official, but they're married. They're married. They're going to have a baby. They're going to have, you know, the next generation of Loomis is all up to these two now. Oh, Blake's crying. That's really upsetting. All right. We'll take some photos. Just so we've got some memories. We'll pop a nice filter on them, and then we'll pop them on the wall as well. We're just trying to keep some family photos so we've got something throughout the generations, so when we look back we can see sort of where it all started with Blake and Liana as sort of the two torchbearers of the family, I suppose. So we'll just do this. We'll get her to take some photos as well with her dad when he comes back from work. But for now, she can just hang out with her boyfriend. They're having a lovely time. It's a beautiful day. He dislikes blues music. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's cute. They've gained a sentiment about each other. I hope that these two, you know, when they age up relatively around the same time and they can have a really long marriage. They seem pretty fit for each other. They've got along straight from the beginning, which is, like I said before, complete opposite to her dad. No one was interested. May even at the beginning, you know, started talking to him and then was like, nah, not interested. But he, you know, kept going, built the friendship up, and eventually she realised he was a pretty good dude. But luckily, Liana isn't having the same struggles, and yeah, I think we've got a good little setup for the next generation here. And the house is, you know, we've got 2 bedrooms at the minute. I hate to say it, but they're still teens, so by the time a baby is on the way, Blake may not be here, so 2 bedrooms might be enough. We don't know, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, Blake's home from dinner. From work. I think because I saw the dining table. We'll get some photos with him, some more updated ones because we had some when they were younger. And we'll get this. This is a nice little photo. I mean, you can see her boyfriend in the back there a little bit, but you know, it's no family photo. I don't know if you can do big group photos or not. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up because it would be really cool if you could do a big group family photo. I know there's a mod that little Simsy has said will set a family photo. So I might have to look into that because that would be really, really handy to have in the family later on when, you know, we're a few more generations down. So I might have a look into that one. We've got a few episodes in the bank at the minute. I've been quite busy and they get really exciting, so I'm really excited to share them with you all. Yeah, a lot happens. So I'm really itching to get these voiceovers done. This is also the last video with just my voice and that background music as well. The sound, I figured out what had happened and I fixed the corruption. So we do have sound again from next episode, which is fantastic because it does add a lot more when you can hear them, you know, chattering away and the little things pop up. So that's really great. So it's new skill day. They've both got their skills up, I believe. Blake has got his skill up as well. Liana has, so they'll get some nice bonus points from that. She's just been working on her photography skill and has taken a few snaps, you know, of a few things around town and used her dad as her main muse. And then Blake also took some photos. There's a nice one there with his thumb over the lens. That's fantastic. We didn't get any with gnomes in them though. Sometimes you'll get the odd photo where a gnome will pop up in the corner. They're pretty cool. A little bit cute. But we're just going to go through here now and pick out some photos that we want to keep, and then we'll just sell the rest because we don't want to have, you know, 100 photos of each sim. We just want to have like one really good one, and then we'll get rid of the rest that we don't need. You'll notice too, the wall colour has changed in this room from the orange down to a nice deep blue. What I've decided to do in this series, rather than getting too bogged down with builds and things, I'm just going to skip ahead and just sort of, you know, as we go through, you'll see the house evolve episode to episode, or however often it may be. If the builds are something you are interested in seeing how I did it, let me know. I can always do that in a separate video. But at this stage, I'm really enjoying the gameplay and the storytelling aspect, which is something I haven't been this invested in a long time in The Sims. So that's my main focus. Like I said, if building is what you want to see and you want to go a bit more into that, please let me know in the comments. For now, guys, we're going to leave that here. We've had a death, we've had a birthday, you know, we've exchanged promise rings with our future husband. We're in a really good spot at the minute, so we're going to leave the Loomis family here for now, but we will be back very soon. We'll be back with sound, and I am also working on my editing so that there's a little bit less, you know, sort of fill-in time, and it's a bit more snappy. So hopefully from here on in we get a little bit quicker in our gameplay and you can catch up to some of the juicy things that have been going on with the Loomis family. I'll catch you all next time, guys. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button and leave any feedback you have in the comments below, and I will see you all soon. Bye, guys.